This would be the first unionized Bruegger's store in the country.
Workers at a Bruegger's Bagels on Riverside Drive in Iowa City will be holding a vote to become unionized on July 9th. I spoke with Juniper Hollis.
Gosh, I hope the wind is okay.
I know.
Who is an organizer of the unionization effort, about the working conditions at Bruegger's and why she feels it's important to unionize her workplace.
The union would bargain with the company for better wages, for things like paid time off after less time than what's currently being allowed, which is 6 months. Things like breaks. Right now, it's like things will get busy and you don't get a break all day. Getting the schedule approved before actually making it official. Something as simple as that is what we need.
Juniper told me that there's a pattern of Bruegger's management underpaying people of color and women compared to their white male counterparts, even amongst workers hired into the same jobs at the same times. This is something a successfully bargained contract would be able to address, to raise everybody's wages to a more equitable level, and this is a top priority for union organizers.
Originally, we had 2 stores, the Riverside store and the Coralville store, which we were going to unionize as one under Bruegger's Workers United. However, 2 days after we announced that we were going to unionize, they shut down that store. I absolutely think that them shutting down the Coralville store was retaliation for starting a union.
Juniper's store was immediately closed down after workers announced their intent to unionize, and then management turned to union-busting tactics at the Riverside location.
So there's someone at the store at all times who's there to watch over workers and make sure that they're not talking about the union at work, except for when they, of course, call them into one-on-one meetings to hand out anti-union literature and stuff. It's frustrating because I can't be there to tell the workers that this is unfair and what they're doing is illegal. It's also not surprising in the least. There's been a lot of talking behind workers' backs about other workers. The general manager, while I was there, talked behind my back about me and how I was being selfish, that I was doing this for me, and that I would be paid all the dues and no one would get anything from it. We're an independent union and we've decided we won't have dues. And it's ridiculous. They're acting like teenagers, and the only teenagers who work there are the people not getting paid enough. So many people don't see the food service industry as a real job. They deserve fair wages the same as everyone else. Your labor is your labor, and you own that. And you should be getting paid respectfully for that. It's common sense, really.
The divide and conquer strategies used by Bruegger's management that Juniper describes are classic examples of union busting. The employer wants workers to second-guess their own interests, or at the very least decide it's not worth the headache to get involved in standing up for themselves and their coworkers. But Bruegger's workers have the chance to act collectively, improve their working conditions, and, in Juniper's words,
get management off our backs.
On July 9th, workers at the Riverside Drive Bruegger's Bagels will vote on the future of their workplace.
If the union doesn't happen on the 9th, if we can't pull together and vote for a union, it's still going to happen eventually, because people need their wages, they need fair treatment, and we're going to get that for them.
One of the things that Juniper said that we can do as just members of the public to support the unionization efforts is to stop by and express solidarity with the Riverside Drive Bruegger's Bagels workers.
I heard y'all are unionizing.
When you stop by and pick up a bagel, just mention to them that you support their efforts to unionize and you're with them in solidarity. Also, you can follow Bruegger's Workers United on social media to follow updates about this effort.